Every week I see the same question from DJs. Which record pool has all the 70s stuff? Where do I get all the 80s classics? Where can I find old Motown, disco, rock, funk, freestyle, old school, hip hop, country, whatever? Here's the answer nobody really wants. A record pool is not a music time machine. It was never really built to be that. And if somebody says, I got a folder with everything, and then sends you a Google Drive link called DJ Classics Mega Pack Volume 9, that's not a music source. That's evidence with BPM tags. So today I'm going to break down why classic music disappeared from a lot of pools, what the law actually says in plain English, and how working DJs should build older music collections without playing the please don't sue me version of DJing. I'm not an attorney. I'm not a DJ. This is not legal advice, but this is real world advice. Real world advice is usually better than the guy you get from a Facebook thread written by a guy with a cracked copy of Virtual DJ. You know who I'm talking to. All right, so let's just clear this up, what record pools actually are. Record pools were originally a promotional system. They had these new records from labels and DJs. They had dance floors, radio shows, and clubs, and skating rinks, and weddings, and bars, and actual humans in front of them. So the deal was simple. We give you records, you test them in front of an audience, and then you report back to us on a weekly basis, sometimes by mail. Sometimes you would literally be sitting there at a table if you were a DJ, writing down on pen and pad how that new TLC Waterfall song was testing, and the labels would be mailed back all the responses from DJs across the nation, and they in return would find new releases, send them back to the DJs, and it was a really cool relationship. It worked very well for numerous decades, in fact. Label services music to the DJs. DJs play the records. DJs report the feedback. Labels see what's reacting. That makes total sense for new music. A label wants to know, is the single working? Is the clean edit better than the dirty version? Are club DJs reacting? Is radio picking it up? Is this thing dead on arrival? This is what pools were built for. They were not built so that every 40 years later, every wedding DJ could download the entire back catalog of Earth, Wind, and Fire, Prince, Madonna, Fleetwood Mac, AC/DC, Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston, and every other song your drunk uncle screams for at 10:47 p.m. Those records, they already broke. The label doesn't need your feedback on whether September works. That experiment is complete. Here's what DJs need to understand. When you say, I just need a song, the music business hears something totally different. They hear, who owns the composition? Who owns the master recording? Who owns the publishing? What country is this being distributed in? Is this a reissue? Is this a remix? Is this a clean version? Is this a promo-only version? Is this a video? Is this an edit someone made in their basement with confidence and no permission? Music is usually not one. Right. It's so many layers. There's one song, the lyrics and the composition. Then there's the recording, the version by that artist and that label and that album or single. The record pool can't just say, cool, we found an MP3 from 1983. Let's post it. They need permission to distribute that file. And older does not mean free. That's the biggest mistake. A song from the 1970s is not public domain just because it has a snare that sounds like a refrigerator door. Most of that music is still protected, and a lot of it is extremely valuable. So actually, catalogs are more valuable now than ever. Streaming, sync licensing, movie trailers, commercials, nostalgia, TikTok, reissues, old music is not dead inventory. It's an asset. So when DJs ask, why doesn't my $20 a month record pool have every classic song ever made? Because the math is fucking insane. That pool would not be a pool anymore. It would be a licensed digital music store with major label catalog deals, publishing issues, territory rules, lawyers, accountants, and a migraine with a login page. This is why pools don't service the classics like they used to. So here's the breakdown. Some pools don't even have classic sections. Some have old school edits. Some have video classics. Some have throwback packs. Some remix services legally service older music in specific formats. Now that's different, but most pools are not going to be a complete classic catalog. Here's why. Number one, the label has to allow it. Number two, the pool has to pay for it or be authorized to distribute it. Number three, the rights might get messy. Number 4, catalog owners know that DJs need these songs. And number 5, unlimited downloads and classic catalog music just do not play nicely together. That's the key. New promo music, this is about exposure. Classic music is about ownership, and licensing is a totally different game. The new artist might want DJs playing the record to build the heat, but a classic hit, that song already has heat. It's been cooking since before half of us even had knees that made normal sounds. It's not, how did we DJs get to break this? It's, who's allowed to sell this, stream this, license this, remix this, or distribute this? This is why your pool might be great for the top 40 or the hip hop or the country or the dance, Latin edits, the intros, the clean versions, and the current promo releases. There's so many things out there, but they're terrible with complete 70s and 80s crates. This is not necessarily the pool being bad. This is the pool simply being what it is. So where should DJs get music? Well, this is the useful part. Here are the clean ways to build an older collection. It's not perfect, it's not instant, but it's real. Number 1, you buy the digital downloads from legitimate sources. You start with actual music stores. You use places that you can buy the track or album outright, not stream it, not rent it, not rip it, buy it. For mainstream catalogs, you want to check places like iTunes, Qbuzz, I believe that's how you say it, 7 Digital, where they're all available, and other legit download stores. For dance music, you got house and disco reissues. Check Beatport, TrackSource, Juno Download, and Label Store. The goal at the end of the day is very simple. You own the file, you keep the receipt, you back it up. Is it boring? Yeah. Professional? Definitely. Number 2, you can buy CDs. Now, CDs are still one of the most underrated ways to buy classic crates, especially the 70s, 80s, 90s, and the early 2000s. You got those greatest hits, the movie soundtracks, the label compilations, the decade compilations, the genre collections. Time Life magazine always put out those reissues. Used CD lots. You can find ridiculous value there. Some DJs are out there building classic crates by ripping YouTube at 128 kilobytes, while a thrift store has a stack of legit CDs for $2 each. That's not hustle. That is really bad scouting is what it is. If you digitize your physical collection, you keep your own working library, you keep the discs, you keep the receipts if you can, you don't pass the files around, you don't sell hard drives. You feel me? Do not. That's the line. That's the line. We can't talk if you're in that crew, honestly. Unsubscribe if you are. Number 3, I use Discogs. Discogs for specific versions. Discogs is huge for this, not just the song, the version. You got the 12-inch, the promo single, radio edit, instrumental, extended mix, clean version. You got the original pressing, the remaster, you like it. Of course, it's all there. This matters because DJs don't need songs. They need the right versions of songs. Now, that's the big difference between the 3-minute album cut and the 6-minute 12-inch mix with an intro that doesn't make you hate your life. Number 4 of how to obtain the hits. Go to the local record stores, the thrift stores, the estate sales, used media shops. This is where boring DJs actually win. The old CD binders, the vinyl crates, the cassette lots, if you're weird in a productive way. Retired DJ collections. You can look on Facebook Marketplace for that. Radio stations sell-offs is another one. Estate sales. You're not going to find everything in one trip, but that's the point. A real library is built over time. Not one download one night from a link posted DJ big legal gray area. Number 5, you want to buy from the artists and labels directly. From the indie funk, the disco reissues, the rare groove, the house, the underground stuff, go direct when you can. Bandcamp is great for this. Label websites are great for this. Artist stores are great for this. And yes, sometimes it costs more than a pool, but you're buying music, not borrowed access to a promo feed. That's a big difference. Number 6, you're going to use legit DJ edit services and remix services. Some pool and remix services offer licensed classic edits, throwback edits, video edits, intro edits, clean edits, special DJ versions that can be great, but make sure the source is legit. A real service has a business model, terms, history, some kind of licensing structure. A random zip folder in a Discord is not a remix service. It's a group project in a copyright disappointment. Number 7, buy vinyl when the version matters. If you care about the disco, the funk, freestyle, maybe the early hip hop, house, electro, reggae, or regional records, vinyl still matters. Sometimes the best version never made it cleanly to digital. Sometimes the 12-inch is the whole point. Sometimes the intro, the break, the dub, or the instrumental is what really makes that record useful. So you can play the vinyl, you can build the transfer workflow, or you can use vinyl as a research and then hunt for the legal digital version, but don't sleep on it. A lot of the best DJ records are built for DJs before the download button even existed. So, number 8, you're going to use streaming for research, not as your foundation. Streaming is great for discovery. It's great for checking versions and great for building sets. It's great for remembering songs you forgot existed. It's really good for planning your crates. But I would not build my professional library on streaming alone, even though I champion it. I do believe that is the future. Licensing does change. Songs disappear. Wi-Fi, it fails. Sometimes the software will change on you. The terms will change. Your emergency request does not care if the app is syncing. So you're going to use streaming as a scout, not as the whole army. Number 9, you're going to build crates by job. You're not just building by decade. That's where DJs mess up. They say, I need 80s music. No, you don't. You need 80s disco floor fillers. You need 80s cocktail songs, 80s disco songs, 80s sing-along songs, 80s dinner songs, 80s rock moments, 80s pop moments, 80s parent bait, 80s weird requests that work once every 2 years, but save your life when they show up. Don't buy 1,000 songs because they aren't from a decade. Buy the songs that do a job. This is how you build a useful library instead of digital storage units. Number 10, you're going to ask DJs for titles and not files. This one matters. Ask working DJs what songs work. Ask what versions they use. Ask what clears floors. Ask what saves floors. Ask what songs are overrated. Ask what songs only work in certain rooms. Use knowledge. That knowledge is very much fair game. The files are not. You can copy someone's song list. You cannot copy their judgment. And you definitely shouldn't copy their hard drive. We're not talking about networking here. That is theft with a USB cable. The fastest way to build a collection. Now, here's the practical system. You're going to pick one decade. Let's say the 80s, okay? Don't try to buy every 80s song. Start with 100 records. You'll break them into 4 crates, dance floor, sing-along, background, cocktail, dinner, specialty, weird saves, and then you buy 25 at a time. Get the clean version if you need it. Get the extended version if it helps. Get the radio edit if that version is the one that people know. Tag everything immediately, the decade, the energy, the vibe, clean or explicit, intro or no intro. It works for weddings, clubs, bars, corporate, private events. Back it up, of course. Your library should not live in one laptop like it owes rent. Local drive, cloud backup, secondary physical backup. Because losing your library is not a technical problem. It's a spiritual event. It helps you make sense of your job. Literally, your music is your money. It is. So where this is going is going to be different. Now, here's where I think it's all heading. Record pools, they're still going to matter for new music, especially those clean edits and the intros and the current releases, the DJ-friendly versions, the remixes and the promo packs. But classics catalog, that's going to keep moving towards official stores, the reissue labels, the streaming access, the licensed DJ services, the direct artist stores, the physical collecting. The future is going to be more access-based. So more cloud, more subscriptions, more you can use this as long as your account is active. That's pretty convenient, but convenient is not the same as control. This DJ winning the long term, they're going to have both. Access for discovery, ownership for the core library. When the Wi-Fi dies, the app bugs out, the track disappears, or the venue has signal strength of a potato, the DJ with a legal tag backup classic crate suddenly looks like a genius. Not because they're old school, but because they're prepared. So here's the real answer. If you want older music, stop looking for one magic pool. That's not the job. Use pools for what pools are good at. Current music, promo releases, DJ edits, current versions, clean versions, new remixes, fresh tools. For classics, build the real collection by downloads, the CDs, the vinyl, the Discogs, the Bandcamp, legit remix services. Use streaming for the research. Ask DJs for judgment, not the files. Build by purpose, not panic, because DJs don't fail for the lack of music. They fail for too many choices and no plan. So do me a favor, comment below with the decade you're weakest in, maybe the 70s, the 80s, 90s, 2000s, and I'll start building buying lists and crate maps around that. Not pirate lists, useful lists. So subscribe if you want less theory and more stuff that actually works when people are standing in front of you. And if you're in Crate Hackers, this is exactly the kind of thing we build, not just more songs, but better decisions, because everybody can collect tracks. The job is knowing what to play.